It has been a minute since we've done a vlog. I don't even know how many months, but today is going to be a very whimsical / creative day. So I was like, you know what? Let's start up again because we're trying to be consistent. My goal has been for so long to be consistent on YouTube, and because it's long form content and it takes so long to edit, I just really have been struggling with finding the energy to do that. And I think also it's just like a block, like writer's block, you know, I don't know, creativity block is a thing that happens. So we're gonna vlog today. Let me make my little electrolyte water. Also, as someone who has never really used electrolyte powders, I'm honestly surprised that I'm actually starting to like it, and I think it is making a difference. This one is Skin Salt. This is Triple Berry Burst. It's this brand I created some content for, and then I was like, oh, I actually don't mind the flavor of these. One of the things that I had to talk about in the video was how it helps you with like an afternoon crash, and it actually does. So I've been taking it a little bit, sometimes in the morning, but mostly in the afternoon. And so at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, normally the time when I would start getting tired, especially after lunch, I'll drink this and I don't crash. It actually works. Okay, let's get cozy and have a little chat because some things have changed, or one thing has changed, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to this. So I have gone back to corporate America, and I feel like people who, if you've either freelanced or you've been in corporate or you've done both and you've gone back and forth, you can relate to the dilemma of which one fits better for me and where I'm at in my life right now, what makes the most sense. And so I've been freelancing for about 2.5 years, I want to say, and I was feeling the pressure of it. I was feeling very stressed out, but I also was like, this is what I want to do. I want to build my own business. I want to work for myself. I don't want to have a boss anymore. I don't want to have anyone to answer to. I don't want to rely on a company where I'm just a number and I could easily be there one day and be gone the next day. So making this decision to go back to corporate was really tough, but I also, the agency that reached out, I was like, oh, I actually have been really curious about working for this agency. I've been curious about like their environment, what their culture is like. It's owned by someone whose content I used to like consume regularly. It was for a brand that I was like, I actually would really enjoy working for this brand. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's try it. If we hate it, we can always leave and we can always go back to freelancing. But I definitely was just feeling the pressure of like, freelancing is so much work. And if you're a freelancer, you understand, if you're a creator, where you are doing the work of 3 people, 4 people, I don't know, an entire team basically, because you aren't just filming and editing, you are doing the outreach, you are doing the accounting, you are doing the managing of the relationships. And so it's like, if you're not doing one thing, you're doing another thing. You're definitely working more than 40 hours a week if you're trying to sustain you know, a certain income level, unless you have gotten to the point where you are getting those jobs that are 4 figures for each individual job, then I feel like you can slow down a little bit. And if you have consistent work, because I started getting some consistent work either from a specific brand or an agency, but it was just a lot. And I think also because I'm very type B, I'm type A in certain ways, but when it comes to like my workload and my life schedule and all of that, like I'm just not super organized. And I've been working on it and I have my moments, but I'm terrible at like keeping up with my accounting. Like I'll do it for a few weeks or for a month and then like I'll fall off. I was just feeling burnt out, and this opportunity came up and I was like, okay, let me just say yes, let me do it, let me see, let me try. And so we've been doing it. And there are definitely some differences at this company versus regular corporate, but it is still a corporate job, so there's still all the things that you have to deal with in corporate, especially if you are a person of color. I'm approaching this differently than I have in the past, where I'm such a people pleaser, and so I would go into a new environment and I'd be like, I need to befriend everybody, I need everyone to like me, I need my boss to like me, I need to be like, you know, teacher's pet, I need to be doing the best, the best, the best, the best. This time I was like, I'm gonna go in here and I'm just going to take it easy, but I'm not going to immediately try to befriend everyone. I'm going to take my time in like getting to know everyone and their personalities, especially as like the token. Oftentimes, like I just don't have a lot in common with a lot of my colleagues and like a lot of the things that they want to talk about and their social lives and, you know, culturally and everything. And so I used to feel, I will always feel so other, but I still would try so hard to like find ways to connect. And this time I'm like, you know what, if they're not trying to connect with me, then I'm not going to like put in extra effort. So I've been approaching it that way, at least like socially and culturally. I guess the balance and the trade-off is that with corporate, you're gonna get a consistent paycheck. You are going to know what your days look like, for the most part anyways. There, you know, you can get health insurance much easier. Like there is just this like structure that's already, this foundational structure that's already set up that you don't have to set up yourself. And so that consistency takes that off of your shoulders. On the other hand of it, you have to deal with work politics and microaggressions and, you know, being burnt out. But it has been really nice to take that break from freelancing. I will say on the freelancing side, if you've ever freelanced or if you haven't freelanced, the beauty of it is that the world is your oyster. Everything is under your control. How much money you make is under your control. How much you work is under your control. When you work is under your control. What jobs you take is under your control. What products you work with. Like, you are the sayer of all of the things. And so if you don't want to work with a certain brand, if you don't want to work with a product, if you don't want to do a job, if the script is too long, like, you don't have to do it. You can just say no. That is something that I love about freelancing. And I'm still doing some freelancing on the side just to keep the freelance business afloat and to like keep those connections and those relationships going. A lot of people of color, but especially the Black community, have realized like the only way to survive is to start building our own things. So it's forced a lot of people who have been laid off, a lot of women, to start their own companies and to start freelancing. It's kind of like I get to catch my breath for a little bit. There's also a lot of learnings that I'm getting from this job, because I think there's only so much you can do to stay tapped in with like trends and the way the industry is changing, and like you can go to all the conferences and you can do all the Zoom, the webinars and everything. But I think when you're at a corporation, you get all of that information so much faster because you have teams of people that are like taking, you know, that are researching this and analyzing it. I'm enjoying the learning aspect of it. I'm definitely enjoying, or I am realizing how much of a perfectionist I am, and that for me, creating has always been like, I need to spend an entire day filming a video, half a day, or maybe not an entire day, half a day filming a video, half a day editing the video, if not longer. That is not sustainable if you're trying to be consistent, and if you're trying to make content that keeps your brand presence alive. So it's helping me get over my perfectionist ways where I'm just having to create. I'm still in like very self-conscious, or not even self-conscious. I am going through a period of where I'm realizing that content and social media, a lot of it is just like, here's a product. Have you seen this product? I love this product. I'm obsessed. Oh my God. And I don't want to be a cog in the wheel of capitalism and just talking about products just to talk about them and just trying to sell things. And I was like, okay, I want my content to have a purpose. I want to be giving back. I want to be teaching people things. I want to be inspiring people. I want people to feel connected and like they have a safe space. And so the creators that I love are not very product focused. And so I'm figuring out, okay, like what's my niche? What do I want to talk about? I love lifestyle because I love not being put in a box. But that's like sort of the processing that I'm going through right now. So it's definitely put a halt on me making content as consistently because I'm still figuring that out. But for the time being, we're gonna do a little YouTube. So today's plans I'm very excited about. So I have been very inconsistent with writing also. I'm just inconsistent, you know, we're working on our consistency. So today I'm gonna go to a coffee shop. I'm gonna get some writing done. I don't know which coffee shop I'm gonna go to, but somewhere local in Brooklyn. And then later on tonight, I'm going to a Renaissance fair. I've never been to one before, and I am like a romantasy nerd. I love fantasy, I love sci-fi in all of its mediums. Books, movies, TV shows, video games, audiobooks, all of the things. So I'm writing a romantasy book, which is what I'm gonna go, I have to write at least 10 pages, that's my goal. And then tonight at the Renaissance Fair, it's just like, I've never been to one before, and my friend sent it to me and another girlfriend, and so we were like, let's go check it out, let's go see. So I'll take y'all to that too. It's in Queens, and apparently it's like the first time they're bringing it to New York City. I don't know where they normally host it. I'm not gonna like dress up or anything because I'm not that like deep into it, but I'm just excited to go experience it and like see what it's like and just be surrounded surrounded by like whimsical, magical fairy things. Yeah, that's about it. So let's drink this. I'll probably have breakfast at the coffee shop, and yeah, let's get out of here. Okay, let's do a quick little fit check before we leave. I am having a brown moment right now. I'm loving the color brown. So we got these brown pants, this brown shirt. I know the pants are from Primark. I'm not sure where this shirt is from, and I don't feel like checking the tag right now. Also, my little bracelets. This is from a place called Karma and something, the green one. It's actually supposed to be like a bring you good luck in terms of money and finance. This is from Kristen Marie. This one, so pretty. This is just like a little Amazon bracelet. And then I just got these cute little, I don't know if you can even see them because they're so small, these little moon earrings. So I have little stars ones, and now I have little moons. I can't wear both right now, but like I was like, oh, the stars and the moons, because you know, romantic. But anyways, and I love this bag. How adorable. I got it from this some type of stationery store, like Papyrus or something like that. But anyways, I love that it's got like the 2 different patterns. It's adorable. But anyways, and then I got my little brown sunnies that were like $5 at Venice Beach. And I'm gonna rock my dad's sandals. I'm also having like a green moment. Green for accessories, brown for clothes. So I got this new phone case and I just love it. Like, give me all the nature, brown and green. I guess that's what it is. But okay, now we're leaving. So that was a hard fail on recording the coffee shop because it was so busy. But we're heading home, and we're actually gonna check out a block party before we go to the Renaissance Fair. So more fun. Okay, so filming the coffee shop was obviously a fail. It was so busy in there, and I was like, I feel weird filming, and I'm also trying to be more conscious of like not having strangers in the video, because like people don't consent to being in your video unless you ask them. So just trying to be like considerate of that. But it was packed. I was literally sharing a table with 3 other people because there's so many people there. So anyways, outfit change. We are going to the block party now, to a block party now. I didn't mention it before. There's one happening in Bed-Stuy. Love my little scarf. And then I'm gonna bring this purse. Look at her. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? And my little pretzel keychain that came with it. I don't even care about pretzels like that, but she's cute. So, and then like, I haven't worn a scarf as an accessory in forever, and I just think this is adorable and so like summery. I'm definitely gonna wear sneakers because we're gonna be walking a lot, walking to the block party, then going to the Renaissance Fair, walking around that, and it's supposed to rain, and I hate that for us. I want to bring my umbrella, but I also don't want to carry it. This is the New York dilemma, because like you don't have a car with you that you can like leave things in. So if I bring it, I have to carry it with me for the rest of the day, and that sounds terrible. But the alternative is I get rained on, and like I don't want that either because I'm trying to look cute. Anyways, it's our outfit, and let's go to the block party. good morning. So I got home last night and I was so tired. So it is a brand new day. It is Sunday. I was just eating those delicious pancakes. If you're wondering what I put in them, I put in chia seeds, coconut shreds of coconut, and strawberries and apples on top, obviously chopped up, and they were delicious. So anyways, let's get into yesterday. So much fun. Love a block party. Stoop sessions. Is it Stoop Sessions? No, I'm sorry. The Soapbox Presents. There's so many block party companies. The Soapbox Presents is the one that threw yesterday's block party. So much fun. Great time. They had a DJ for the first hour, more like hour and a half. Then they had the band come on and it was all like oldies, as you saw. Loved all of the music they played. Then I went to the Lunar Faire, and that was interesting because I've never been. So apparently it's something that happens bi-weekly. I guess it's like every full moon, so it's like bi-weekly-ish. In Jersey, normally in Milford or something like that, somewhere like deep Jersey, like northwest far. And so this was the first time they were bringing it to Queens, and so we had to check it out, and it was so pretty. It was very magical. I got stuck at that block party like an hour longer than I was supposed to, so I was running late to go to the Lunar Faire, so I had to like run through each of the vendors to like shop and everything. The food was cool. It was like okay. The empanadas that we had were really good. I had like a waffle with Fruity Pebbles on top, and it was a waffle with Fruity Pebbles on top. Not something I would spend money on again, but like just all of the vendors were so pretty. Like there was jewelry, there were candles, there were all of these like random knickknacks, there were a lot of tarot card readings. What else? There were flowers, waist beads. So I'm gonna show you what I got because I got some things, and it all fits in this little bag, but I got quite a bit. So I did get waist beads. I thought they were so pretty. This color combo, so it's like a blue, almost like a lavender and a red. There we go. So these, I just thought this color combo was so pretty. I actually don't wear either of these colors a lot, but I just fell in love with the color combo, and I've never had waist beads before. So now we have waist beads, and I gotta figure out when and where to wear them. Oh, this was the wristband they gave us. I just thought it was pretty. So Lunar Faire, and then on this side there's just like a bunch of pretty symbols. So I don't know, I was like, what a pretty wristband for them to give us. Okay, these I was really excited about. So this woman, toward the end of the fair, I came across her booth, and thankfully she stayed open like another 30 minutes because her booth was packed, and I understand why, and I'm probably gonna wear one of these today. This really pretty necklace, so this is the Om symbol. You may know it, you may not know it. It's associated with yoga, but there's a very like spiritual meaning with it. I'm not going to do a good job of explaining it to you, but it's something to do with like your three different selves, and like, you know, your spirit self, the way that you view yourself, I don't know, it's basically all of them coming together and like being in harmony and being connected to yourself and being connected to all of the energies of yourself, essentially. I've always seen this symbol everywhere, and I just never really knew what it meant, and I was like, oh, this is so pretty, so love. And the woman selling the jewelry, she had 2 tattoos of it, which was dope. And then this is just a really pretty starfish. So it's got like an opal sort of stone inside, and the chain actually kind of matches this bracelet that I have. Well, it does match. So this is like the same chain. So I was like, oh, it matches. It's meant to be. So love those. And then this candle that I got. This is really pretty. So I've seen these body candles everywhere, and they're always in like skin tone, which is so pretty. I've always wanted one. I've never bought one. I think I just don't see them super often. I see them more online. And so I came across hers, and she had a bunch of different like paintings and glitter spatterings and everything on them, but I was just like, this is gorgeous. And then you could do a little custom add-on. So I did the little rainbow like jeweled waist beads. So like, how pretty. I'm obviously never burning this. She said it takes a year for it to dry out, and then it's basically a statue. And so I was like, cool. It's not ever gonna get burned, so I guess we have a little statue now, but like, so pretty. Okay, and then the last thing that I got is this lantern. So I'm sure you saw in the video, you definitely saw in the video because I took a bunch of clips in it, but there was this really pretty lantern store booth vendor, and they had like multicolor lanterns. They had singular, so basically like the glass is painted on the lantern. Let me turn on the light for you. it just looks so pretty. And so they are Turkish inspired, if I remember correctly, the design. And he was telling, one of the people working at the shop was telling me that, look at that, gorgeous, so pretty. So he was telling me that because mine basically is primary colors, when they meet in the sunlight, they will make different colors. Oh, I feel like I kind of see it, or maybe I don't. But like when the red and the blue meet, they're gonna make purple. So if I'm like looking, I think, where is it? Oh, blue and red here. So if like it's directly in the sunlight and you look through it, you'll see it in purple. But anyways, I just thought it was really pretty. I gotta figure out where to hang it. I have no idea. It's just sitting on my mantle, my whatever, the table that's under my TV right now, my TV console. But yeah, that's everything that I got. We're gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I am headed to another block party because it just doesn't stop. But I don't think I'm gonna take you guys with me because I kind of want to just like be in the moment and enjoy this one, and I'm meeting a bunch of friends. This one is Soul Summit in Brooklyn. If you've heard of it, you know. If you know, you know. It's so much fun. It's very like disco, Afro house, like very, very much so one of the most like inclusive events I've been to in New York and in Brooklyn, because I feel like events tend to be very like, you know, age specific, demographic specific. This one, you will see the widest range of ages you will ever see at any event, the widest range of cultural backgrounds. And it's just one of those, like, it's kind of like the World Cup. The World Cup brings everybody together. Soul Summit brings everybody together. So yeah, I gotta hurry up and get out of here because I'm gonna walk there. It's like a 40-minute walk. But this was so much fun. We are back vlogging, and you will see me again soon because guess what? Consistency. We're gonna be consistent. So like and subscribe if you would like, or rate and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Mama, oh my hood, I look fly, I look good.